1 minute we have all the time, and the next minute there's little or no time left. So what better time to act if not now? If we aim to shape a better future, then we must begin today. Welcome to Youth and Lifestyle. One minute we have all the time, and the next minute there's little or no time left. So what better time to act if not now? If we aim to shape a better future, then we must begin today. Welcome to Youth and Lifestyle. One minute.
Welcome. Now, people get into relationships for different reasons. Now, when you have two persons come together, it gets to do with so many emotions flying in the air, which actually can be mistaken for love. But now the thing is, while some persons coming together might actually be a result of love, out of love for each other, some persons may be attracted to each other for other reasons. Say maybe pity, the case of guilt, or even fear. So, when the moment of truth comes, when that time to make the big decision comes, ask yourself, is it going to be a situation of sincerity, or is it going to be perceived as you being ungrateful? Welcome to another episode of Youth and Lifestyle. And you know how we do it on this program. It's every week with a striking topic, of course, for we all to address together. And on today's episode, I'm particularly happy because it's not just going to be me and one guy in the studio. We have somebody else who would also be joining the conversation, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. So right beside me here is Mosan, and sitting right next to Mosan is
Nnamdi.
I beg. Anyway, please, everybody focus on Mosan, okay? I'm happy that I have another lady.
Comfort, you like looking for my what is it?
You're always giving me issues.
I'm sorry then.
Okay.
Let's just agree on this set today.
I hope so. Well, our topic for today is sincere or ungrateful. I want you to take note, sincere or ungrateful. And that was why in my intro, I said it. When the time for the big decision comes, when the moment of truth comes, are you going to be perceived as being sincere or being ungrateful? Nnamdi. Sincere or ungrateful?
You said you should not focus on me. So why is my name so sweet in your mouth that you have to call me first? Anyway,
no, I don't have an option.
The ungrateful part of it is what I actually want us to actually be looking at. You know, at the point people can be sincere, then other persons interpret it to be ungrateful.
Okay.
Then you know, and it's occasional, maybe probably on the situation rather that is happening at that moment. That's when people tend to say your sincerity sounds ungrateful.
Okay.
You get it now. So that's
Mosan, sincere or ungrateful?
Sincere.
Okay.
Sincere. In this situation, I would say sincere.
Why?
It's better to be truthful to yourself and truthful to the person. The wound will heal faster.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know you may be wondering now, what has this topic got to do with sincere or ungrateful? So actually, we have a very interesting narrative for you today. You know, every Sunday we always bring up different scenarios, we cite different situations which we analyze together. And today we have a very spicy one. So we'll be looking at it, and that's why we have the topic for today, which is sincere or ungrateful. So when we look at this, we want you to tell us from what angle you are perceiving it. Are you seeing this young man as being sincere, or do you think it is a case of ungratefulness? So we'll be looking at our story for today. It says, my girlfriend donated her kidney to save me, but I am not in love with her. What do I do? Now this is the man asking. He's not in love with her after an operation, after donating. Now it says, according to him, the lady has donated her kidney to save his life when he was battling for his life at the hospital. But after he has recovered, he does not have any love
for her savior,
for her anymore. Yeah, I guess that's a typo. He made a post on Facebook page seeking help on the safest way to cut ties with the lady, who obviously loves her to the extent of agreeing to donate her kidney to save him, right? When he needed it to survive. My girlfriend donated her kidney to save me, but I am no longer in love with her anymore. The confused man revealed in the Facebook post before asking, what do I do? What do I do? Now he's saying that I no longer love her anymore, which is, of course, you're trying to tell us that you loved her before now. And like you said, she's your girlfriend. So how come after making such a huge sacrifice for you now, what changed? Why is it now the love has suddenly disappeared? So please, you can start calling in now. You can start calling in to make your contributions. The phone number will be displayed on the screen right now. So you can start calling in to make your contribution. From what we just read, do you think this young man is being sincere? Or do you think that he is simply ungrateful? Please, we want to hear from you. Are
you not sounding like the young man is already you're sounding like the young man is actually ungrateful?
Okay, I'm sounding like the young man is ungrateful.
Yes, and this is how you always offend me while we're on set. Because you are reading something, a story.
No, I'm giving
then
them
you are saying
I want them to take
you are saying, is he being sincere or ungrateful?
No, that's not true. Then, but actually, I feel like the young man has there's something wrong somewhere. There's something wrong somewhere. I am perceiving this relationship from an angle of pity, a relationship that was birthed out of pity. Okay. Now I feel like when they actually got to know each other, when they met, maybe along the line, he must have revealed to her his condition. Okay. Maybe he had kidney issues, whatever the symptoms were. I do not know of what they may have been going through. Okay. And it might even possibly be one of the reasons why the girl stuck with him. Now, that's what we call, you know, pity is also an emotion just like love. Yeah. So, in some way, she was drawn to him. Okay. And then let's say, yes, it got to a point where things became... You are assuming that's the case. Yes, my assumption. Okay. And then things became serious. And now, she has sacrificed her kidney for you. You are no longer in that situation. You are out of it now. You do not need her pity, her sympathy. And now you're realizing that without this pity, I do not love this girl. So if that happens to be the case, then I'll say it's even worse than ungrateful. It's worse than ungrateful. That's wickedness. That would be pure wickedness. But this is just one angle. Okay.
Thank God you're actually seeing from that perspective. All right. That gives us room to see it from other perspectives.
Of course.
Okay. So I've seen a case where you said maybe the guy mentioned to the girl on condition. Okay, we have a caller.
We have a call already.
Mr. King from Abuja. Hello, Mr. King.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How's your day going?
The day is going great.
Okay, can you give us your opinion on this topic today?
Okay. It's a very sensitive discussion we're having here on TV.
Okay.
Okay.
But it all boils down to the fact that we are these two people in love for Christ, or they just did something that is a kind of worldly love.
All right.
Because if they were in love for Christ, definitely one of these party should have known that whatever I am doing, I'm doing it for God. And he would have taken it that,
Are you
yes,
saying the kidney was donated for God?
what I'm saying is that, one, there was
Okay.
an agreement either from the both parties. And the agreement from the both parties was like, okay, if this man is okay, fine, he will marry me. But this man is saying that I am no longer in love
In love.
with her. Meaning that they were not doing it because they have the fear of God at heart. If not, how will you
Okay.
lose a part? How will somebody lose a part of somebody's life? Then you turn down that I am no longer in love
In
with
love.
her. Come to
Okay,
think of
Mr.
it,
King.
it's painful. Yes.
Mr. King, from your point of view, do you think he's being sincere or ungrateful?
He's ungrateful, very much ungrateful.
Okay.
Okay, you think he's ungrateful because you feel he cannot just fall out of love because
After such a
she has
huge sacrifice.
donated her kidney for the guy already.
I feel he is ungrateful because, one, if you know that you are at the point of death
Okay.
and somebody comes to your rescue, definitely you should have something to reciprocate this gesture.
Okay,
So
Mr.
I will
Kings.
not give you part
Okay.
of my kidney and then you
Okay.
let me out of your life completely. However, it all depends on the mindset of the lady who gave him her kidney.
Yeah, I agree.
What was your reason for doing that?
Okay.
Did you really look into the life of this other person before doing that? If you did, then what did you see? Did you see him marrying you after this donation, or you saw him just letting you go? Did you ever pray before going into this kind of action? Did you seek the face of God before doing it? If all those things were put into consideration, then by and large, there is no cause for regret if he says, I am no longer in love. You have done what God said you should do. And in that case, your own rejoice should be that, yes, you have saved a life.
You have saved a life.
And you let it be. That is just
Thank
my
you
opinion
so
about
much.
it.
Thank you so much, Mr. King. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, that was Mr. King's opinion. He said the guy is outrightly being ungrateful.
Yeah,
You
that's what I
understand?
said.
So I'm sure there are other persons watching now. We also want to hear your point of view. But you see, I think where the challenges are coming from. I've not even asked you, Mosan, what's your take on this? Do you feel he's being sincere or he's being ungrateful?
Mosan is acting very quiet today.
Yes. So.
I know you're not quiet. Answer your question.
Okay, thank you, Comfort. The guy is being sincere.
He's being sincere.
He's being sincere. When you love somebody, you are truthful about it. And when you don't love somebody and you pretend you love the person, you are torturing yourself and torturing the person.
Of course.
There will be more hurt compared to when he's sincere. The lady now knows that, okay, this is what is in his mind. Let's take the fact that she actually did something very sacrificial. Okay, humans are, how do I say this now? They change a lot.
Okay.
They change a lot. So one of the things human beings should learn to build is shock absorber. Yeah, shock absorber, because people can change.
Because you should expect anything.
You should expect anything. So the girl should even be grateful that
You got to tell her on time, right?
Grateful for what?
No, he had to tell her.
You are telling me after operation that you no longer love me.
What about in situation whereby the guy got married to her and he
started maltreating her.
Why would he? Why
other
would he
women
even accept
promiscuous acts? That would have been more painful.
And that can happen because he's already falling out of love for the lady.
Yes.
But why was he in a relationship that he knew had no love?
I have a lot of answer for you, Comfort.
Okay.
I have a lot of answer for you. Mr. King just called us now. If you ask me, I would say Mr. King was looking at just one direction or one part of the story. All right? And then most likely we are going to start painting scenarios. You understand now? Because these things are happening, and they have happened and they are still happening in relationships. So you see, in this kind of case, we can paint a scenario whereby, just like you said, this relationship might be surrounded with somebody having pity on another person inside a relationship. Then at the very verge of that, the guy was now in need of this thing that could help him survive. And then the question I even asked myself in the first place was, is this guy the only relation that this boy has?
Is he the only one that has kidney?
That was my first question.
Okay.
That's the first question I asked. Are you the only family to this boy, or are you the only one that likes this boy? This boy has sacrifice your kidney. So if you look at it from that perspective, you see somebody trying to cage somebody, to say, I want to hold you with this sacrifice, to say you're not going anywhere. It's like a girl telling a guy,
like trapping
the guy with a pregnancy. Okay. So and guess most of them do that to say, a guy might tell this girl at the verge of this relationship that I think this relationship we cannot continue it, and then the girl will ask, what's the reason? Say, because of this reason, maybe we are having issues all the time, and I feel if we end this thing now, it will be better. I'm just giving you a scenario now. Yeah. Then probably the girl will say, I don't think so. I think we can grow in love. We can actually find peace later, just like she said now. So it's better that the guy is telling you now, or it's better that the guy will go there and tell you how he's feeling now.
But you see, I took note of something on that post. It said, but I don't love her anymore. Which is, you're implying that, okay, at some point you loved her.
Okay.
And I'm wondering, because for somebody to take such a bold step, to make such a sacrifice, that lady must have in some way been convinced that the guy loves her.
For people make sacrifices.
Same way she loves him.
People make sacrifices for different reasons.
Believe that if he was in her shoes, he would have made the same decision.
People make sacrifices for different reasons. Some persons can make sacrifice for you, not because they're expecting something from you.
Yes, that's true.
Exactly. And when you start making sacrifice with a mindset that this person should return something for you, or should give you something in return of that sacrifice you have made, then there is a misinterpretation of what they are doing. And then at that point, I wouldn't even say your sacrifice is based on love, or based on the likeness you have for that person, or based on you are doing it because God has said, just like Mr. King said. So you understand? So you are not even doing in the first place. You cannot do that kind of sacrifice because you are expecting something, like maybe in the aspect of Cain and Abel. All right, one had to kill the brother because maybe he was expecting God to actually say, okay, me too, I accept that your sacrifice. Then he didn't hear any voice. He didn't hear any voice. Then the person that heard the voice now went to kill the person. So you don't do things because you're actually expecting something back. At that moment, there's a misinterpretation, but it's fine. You can make some sacrifices for some persons because of the relationship you have with them.
Not because you're expecting something.
Not because you're expecting something. But at the point you're now seeing that relationship is not working. Because it's just like our last topic we had before the previous one.
Okay, red flags.
Yeah, red flags in relationship. We made a lot of sense in trying to address when they see red flags, they ignore. They see red flags, they look away from it. You can't tell me that somebody can just get kidney from you and the next day the person is saying that I don't want you again. There must have been red flags.
See, I'm not even seeing this from any angle of any red flags at all.
No, rather, people can pretend.
Yes.
Pretend to
Can
do what?
pretend.
It's
Pretend
not
to
They
do
can
what?
pretend to love you so much,
Okay.
and then
Exactly.
change when they are done with you.
exactly
People can
that.
pretend.
See, that's where I'm going
What do you
to.
mean done with?
I want to tell you something.
Did he make mention of anything like, okay,
I'm trying to
we
tell,
have a
okay,
call
we have a
comfort?
call. Special from Abuja. Hello, Special.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, your contribution, please.
Yes, my contribution is this. Now, for a lady to donate her kidney to a young man that is
Yeah.
her friend, and then later on this young man will come up to say that he doesn't love her again, that's an act of wickedness.
And I
You
don't
know,
know wickedness.
you are hearing what I'm saying. So what the lady
Yes.
should do is to go straight to the pastor, to her pastor. Definitely, you know, she must have a pastor and report the matter to the pastor, because the enemy can also make that relationship to be evil. You understand me? By
Yes.
creating that, and not only that too, love is not based on feelings. Love
Okay,
is
but
not based on feelings. If the Holy Spirit reveals to them that they
love
are
is
meant
not
to
based on
husband and wife,
feelings.
yes,
That's what he's
it's not
saying.
meant for
What is
feelings.
love
What is
based
love
on?
based on?
It's not meant for feelings. It's actually love is a decision based on the word of
Oh.
God. Love is a decision based on the word of God.
Wow.
Are you getting my point?
Yes,
Now,
Mr.
if they have revelation, maybe to marry each other, and then the man began to feel he doesn't love the lady, then the enemy, is in place. They have to attack that enemy. Because for a lady to offer her kidney because of the life of the young man that they were in friendship with, what is the reason for the friendship? Is to lead to marriage.
Okay, but
So
Mr.
if the guy now came up and said he doesn't love, then there's a demonic force behind it. That is the attack.
What if he really does not love her? Should he force himself to continue the relationship?
Well, if he doesn't love, at least that would have been known before donating her kidney.
Okay, but now
what
she
I'm
has
saying?
donated the kidney. What should he
Uh-huh.
do?
Well, if the young boy came up and said that he doesn't love her again, number one is to go and report to the pastor. Because the man of God has to say, if there is a demonic force that is against, that is working, that is creating that thing, that negative feeling, then that negative force has to be addressed. Because the enemy can sow seeds of hatred, dislike, no love. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, very well.
You know. So that's, yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, I want to tell you this now, because you
go
made a
ahead.
statement. Maybe you started before you now channeled it to the guys going to see the pastor, or both of them
Yes.
going.
Correct.
The first thing you said is that the guy is wicked,
Of course, for a lady
and
to
then
donate her kidney, then you come up and say you don't love her again.
you
That is offering her life.
okay. But have
Yes.
you seen a scenario before where lady who made that sacrifice just to trap the
Uh-huh.
guy?
Okay.
Have you seen any scenario with that like that?
I've never seen that, so.
Okay,
And I
that means
don't
you
say to see that.
that kind of scenarios can exist.
So
Okay.
you
Go
don't
ahead.
believe that must have been a deliberate step by the girl to ensure that he gets married to her?
So what I'm saying is this. Before that lady decided to offer her kidney because of the life of this young man, there must be love in place. Because she risked her life by offering her kidney. So
No, you can't. You might not
right
like
he doesn't love her. That
you might
is a
not
force
outrightly
behind it.
say,
That has
Mr.
to be
Special.
addressed spiritually.
Mr.
I
Special, you
get
cannot
my point.
outrightly say.
That it's a spiritual
Okay, that's a spiritual case. Okay.
Yes.
Thank
Mr.
you so
Special
much,
is
Mr.
saying
Special.
spiritual case.
You are getting my
Thank you.
point.
Yes,
Yes.
Special.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
much, Special.
That's
Thank
my
you.
contribution. Thank you,
Yeah,
Sister
thank you so
Comfort.
much.
Remember.
You're welcome. You too. Wow, Mr. Special said they should. Okay. First he said love is not just about feelings, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, that's what he said.
And then he said or not? Go ahead and marry her because it
That's
might be
the that's the part I
devil.
wanted to even ask him
Yes,
about.
according
Because
to Special, he said it might be the devil attacking the relationship. Yes.
I plead to differ.
And so he's advising the lady to take the issue to the
anyway, we
pastor, church
cannot look
authority to
away from the
intervene.
spiritual aspects of
Yes,
relation
exactly.
when it comes to relationship.
It's very possible.
Of course,
It's very possible.
because just like he said, before that lady will even want to venture into that kind of life and death situation, because
Yeah, such
we
a-
were even discussing it. We said going for that operation, taking out the kidney from
It's
is
risky.
risky. It's a 50-50 job.
There's no guarantee.
So there's no guarantee that she will even live
survive
after
it,
that.
yes.
And then there's no guarantee that after she has donated her kidney, that something will never happen later, that she will now need kidney later.
Okay, exactly.
So you get the point now.
Yeah.
So he made his point there that there was love circulating the relationship
for her to make such
for her to make such sacrifice. So for that love to be lifted just after the operation,
it's possible
there is something behind it.
Attack.
There is attack. There's an attack on top.
But it's true though. But that brings me to this. I was trying to say that before Special called.
Okay.
Do you know that there are so many relationships, in fact, even marriages, which are currently existing? Okay, we have a caller.
Matthew
Hello,
from
Matthew.
Benue State.
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, we can hear you, Matthew. Thank you for calling.
Okay.
So your
First of
contribution on
I
today's
want to
case.
say the guy was not in love with the girl before the operation. The guy was not in love with the girl before the operation. And love
Okay.
is not based on pity.
Yes,
Okay.
I love
Love
that.
is not based on pity. The guy and the girl, the definition of their friendship was just a casual friend, was not based with any emotion attached to it. So if
Are you saying
eventually,
from the angle of the guy?
from the angle of both of them, but the girl in question was short-sighted for the love declaring her eyes. She couldn't see. She assumed she was in love with the guy.
Okay.
She assumed she was in love with the guy. She can do anything for the guy. She can go any length for the guy. But
Exactly.
the guy was not on the same line with her. So the guy was not in love with her from the initial beginning of the whole story.
And
So
do you
after
think?
the
And do you
operation,
think,
the guy-
Mr. Matthew?
after the operation, sir?
So do you think there might be chances where the guy must have told the girl his real feelings?
Perhaps, but if he didn't tell the guy, fine, warning sign that the girl should have seen. Warning
Red flag,
sign the
just like I
girl
said.
should have seen. The girl didn't see the warning sign, or she didn't understand it. If the guy didn't tell her verbally,
Okay. Okay.
you should have seen the warning sign that this guy is not the guy I
Doesn't
can
love
go
her.
down length for. But she didn't see it, but she was doing it because I'm sure she loved the guy. She pitied the guy's situation.
God bless you,
And that one the guy to left the
Matthew.
life.
Okay, because he
So
pitied
if
the
he
guy's
eventually
situation
got conclusion
and then
that the guy
ended up
is a
donating a
wicked
kidney
person,
for the
you
guy.
know, the guy was going through, what the guy did was emotional policy.
Was natural what?
Was emotional policy.
Oh,
Emotional politics.
Emotional politics. Gambling with the girl.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Okay, I see that. So, your take now, you're saying the guy was never in love with her,
No.
even before the
Yeah.
operation.
So are you now
Exactly.
saying now, for the guy actually telling the girl now that I don't love you anymore, is he being sincere or is he being ungrateful?
It's being sincere.
He's being sincere.
sincere.
Matthew, he's being sincere. Why was he not sincere before the operation?
That's where the police is coming from.
He said?
That's where the politics comes inside.
That's where politics comes in. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, are you saying the guy kept the girl there in case of the kidney transplant?
Come again?
Are you saying the guy actually did not dissolve that relationship because he might have found out before that time that he doesn't have love for the girl, and then he now kept the girl because he knows that in the future he will be needing a kidney?
If I want to deduce anything from your question, I would say from the starting, the guy never knew he will have a problem in the future that will concern his kidney.
Okay.
He never knew that he will have a problem someday that will concern his kidney. So because if he knew, he will not go and take somebody or promise somebody marriage, and eventually the person donated her kidney for him, and he turned out to say, I'm not going to marry again. And that was why somebody called and said, is there any agreement that after donating your kidney for me, I will marry you? The pastor
there's no agreement. There's no agreement like that.
So why will you call the pastor or go to the pastor or go? Pastor is not involved. It's a decision between two consent adults.
Yes,
So if eventually any agreement and say, give me your kidney, I will marry you, and I try to donate it for you, then I'll be whole ransom to that.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Matthew. Thank you. That's a lot. Thank you.
Okay, I think this brings us to the point I was trying to make before that call came.
Exactly.
Now we have to look at sincerity in relationships. And like I was saying, there are so many marriages and relationships currently existing based on pity, guilt, or fear. It was built on pity, guilt. Okay, somebody here says that boy is sincere, but by character he is a gold digger, a fraudster, while the girl is really in love with the boy. Oh, okay. I think we have so much to address. We have so much to address today.
Comfort. Just like you said, we have so much to address. And we cannot address this alone. If you're out there and you're watching, we need your opinion, we need your suggestions, we need your contribution. This young man is out there waiting for all these answers. But we'll continue this immediately after this timeout. Don't go anywhere. Be right back.
One minute, we have all the time, and the next minute, there's little or no time left. So what better time to act if not now? If we aim to shape a better future, then we must begin today. Welcome to Youth and Lifestyle. One minute, we have all the time, and the next minute, there's little or no time left. So what better time to act if not now? If we aim to shape a better future, then we must begin today. Welcome to Youth and Lifestyle.
For you and me, everyone is to give us a perfect preservation, generational impact. Blessings follow me, grace in abundance. I see no intimidation, evil limitation. We are taking over, blessings roll over. My health preservation, generational impact. Blessings follow me, grace in abundance. I see no intimidation, evil limitation. We are taking over, blessings roll over. What is it that you can do when the power is in your hands? Oh, my friend, take over.
There's little or no time left. So what better time to act if not now? If we aim to shape a better future, then...
You're welcome back. Thank you so much for being there. This is Youth and Lifestyle, and we're still here arguing if it's sincere or if it's ungrateful. And then I want to say that song you've been listening to, or the song you listened to when we were on break, was from the Triumphant Sister. Manifest. And Comfort, you were saying something before we went on that.
I was saying that currently we have so many relationships and marriages built on pity. Because now, in fact, the deed has been done. The kidney has been sacrificed. You understand? Yes.
That word.
The kidney has been sacrificed on the altar. And now
Which altar?
The altar of I don't know. And now the boy is saying that he doesn't love her anymore. You understand?
Okay.
Which is, of course, now I wouldn't say, I won't advise anybody to go to church or to their pastor, anything or whatever. The girl should just accept her faith and move on with her life.
My own is
and avoid such a situation next time.
Comfort and Mosan, my own is that why would that man even think that they should go to the pastor?
No, because like he said, it's possible that it's a spiritual
okay.
attack.
That's
so
what we got that
yes,
advice from. Okay, we have a question.
So don't stay in a marriage or a relationship out of pity or guilt. You are only suffering yourself. You are doing harm to yourself and also to your partner. Okay, our question of the day says, are there gestures or gifts we receive from our partners that leaves us inseparable against our will? Yes.
The kidney now?
Yes. It's still part of the pity case I'm talking about.
Okay.
For instance, now, let's say you met somebody struggling. I'll use the example of a blind girl. Maybe you met a lady while she was blind. Okay. You understand?
Yeah.
And then you were rendering assistance to her, supporting her, because maybe you like her, despite her situation or whatever the case was. But now this girl is blind. She can't see. And she knows how much support you've been rendering to her. You've been good to her. Maybe even to the extent of paying for a bill for a surgery to be done. And now this lady's eyes are open. She can see. She has seen you.
We have a call from Faith.
She has seen you. She does not know.
Faith from Lagos. Hello, Faith.
Hey, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Faith. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, what's your opinion on the topic today?
Sorry?
What do you have? What's your contribution?
Okay, first of all, I would like to start saying by according to the topic, the lady donated kidney for the boyfriend, and after then, the guy said he's no longer in love with her.
Yeah.
You know, before that girl could donate or make such decisions of donating her kidneys to her boyfriend, I believe that the girl must have made some promises to her.
Okay.
Are you with me now?
Yes, yeah.
So, you must have made some promises to the girl, maybe promising her marriage for the time. So, there is no girl with a right sense. We go extra mile in donating kidney to a boyfriend, knowing fully well that you don't have to picture with that guy. Are you with me? So, I believe before she could make such decisions, the guy must have promised her so many things. And when you watch that message very well, the guy said he's no longer in love with her, meaning he was once in love with her.
Yeah.
Okay, so what now happened that the love suddenly disappeared? Either it could be that the guy was not genuinely in love. Maybe
Genuinely
it was
love.
just, the relationship was just based on pretense.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to ask you a question, Faith. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Do you feel that even if, let's assume that this guy actually promised her marriage, he said he's going to settle down with her, was it worth sacrificing her
A
kidney?
kidney.
Um, well, of course, if there was no any other option, or maybe there was no, any family member that could have done that. So she sacrificing her whole kidney for the guy. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay, Faith.
Yeah,
Are you married or single?
I'm married.
Okay, I wanted to ask if you were single and then you find yourself in that kind of situation, are you going to do same thing?
Do the same thing.
She laughs.
It's kind of funny.
Why I ask that question is this. You can't give something so tangible
Yeah.
Yeah.
on just because of promise.
Go promise.
From something that is abstract.
What if you didn't even survive?
Okay. And then your spirit will now get to know that the guy does not love you genuinely. You will never rest in peace.
It's kind of painful though. In one way, I will still blame the girl for doing that, but another way around, I will not completely blame her. You understand? So for her to take such decisions, that means she genuinely love that guy. You understand? So now the guy is turning the other way around, say that he doesn't love the girl anymore. So I think the girl should just, I don't know if they are Christians, if they are to just leave the whole thing, leave it to God. Are you with me?
Okay, I need you to look at your screen now, Faith. Our question is this: are there gestures or gifts we receive from our partners that leaves us inseparable against our will? Are there things your partner can do for you that will make you be stuck in that relationship, even when you know you don't want it, you want to leave, but you can't leave?
Of course, there are some, marriages today, that, at times you hear people make measure of, I married her out of pity. I married him out of pity. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Maybe that guy or the girl must have done something for the partner, and in next thing, you just feel that leaving this person at this very point in time, people might see you as, as you are being unfair to the person. So you just decided to just, give in to the marriage and you just go in. You understand? So there are things like that. There are some gifts received from partners, and okay, I want to tell you a little story. I know of a story. A guy took the girlfriend, trade her in school. She graduated, and after then, the girl, according to her, she said she's no longer in love with the guy, that she wants to separate, from the guy. So, but the parents of the girl said no. This guy has trained you all these while, supplied everything you need while you were in school. So how can you? So the girl went into the marriage without, having genuine love for that guy, and after some months, they
Went out
broke
of
up.
guilt.
You understand? So there are things like that.
Okay, Faith. Thank you so much. But let me ask you this last question before you go. You are married, and then you'll be in a very good position to advise our youth out there. Because somebody actually said, a caller said, they should take the case to a pastor.
To the pastor,
and
she
then
should go and tell
maybe
the pastor.
at that extent, maybe the guy respects the pastor very much, and
And
then
he'll be coerced
and-
into getting married.
yes, and then you talk to them, and then
Okay.
you end up getting married. As
I
you're
think we
married,
already lost Faith.
lost already.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't think going to the pastor is a good idea. You cannot force love.
He said love,
He said love is not
emotional. Is that what he
about
said?
You
feelings.
cannot-
He
There
said
is
it's
a
not
decision.
about
You cannot
feelings,
force
that's
love.
decision.
You cannot. You
And
cannot
that's
force.
why I wanted to actually ask him, but I don't know. You don't have that guy again. I wanted to ask him if where in the Bible did you say?
He said you grow in love. It's a decision.
Sure.
You decide to love somebody.
And then that thing that makes you decide is not feeling.
It depends on what you are seeing.
Ah.
Which brings us down to the case of all this guilt and pity. Like, if you listen to what Faith said, a guy who trained a girl in school. You understand? And then now she's done with school and she's saying she does not love him because, let me tell you, all these things happens every day because when you take out the pity from the
What's
relationship,
left?
what is left? Is there love?
What's left? At the end of the day, the guy will start maltreating
She
the
no
girl,
longer needs your
and then
sympathy.
they will
She has
say,
gone to school now. She's educated. She's
eh,
not suffering
and she has
anymore.
seen more educated people. And maybe coming to look at that situation now, that guy is never
He's not very
educated.
educated. So why do you think she would even settle for you? That's why I was saying so many relationships, so many marriages are built out. They are built on guilt, built on pity. Okay, let me say, now you already made the mistake. This person settled down with you because you have been good to him or you have been good to her. You are married now. But okay, just like this guy is saying, he doesn't love her anymore. Now you're realizing that this relationship is not working because, of course, any relationship built on pity or guilt or fear would not survive the test of time. You understand? And now you are realizing that this relationship is not working. There's actually no love in this relationship, but you can't pull out because you're saying you do not want to hurt somebody.
Comfort, we
You're
had,
feeling
okay,
guilt.
it's like somebody dropped something.
See, the guy is being manipulated. If their spiritual father was aware of the relationship from the onset, then the lady should contact him for counseling. For me, the guy
Is
is
being sincere.
He doesn't know what is wrong with him, so he needs
He
help.
knows what is wrong with him.
And what's wrong with him, Nnamdi?
Is that he has fallen out of love. That's what is wrong with him. And he's saying that outrightly. You see, sometimes it's good to pray on issues like this, but don't help people to manipulate themselves into what they don't want. Because if it's not showing now, it will show later.
Yes,
It will show later. It will show later. And I've seen desperate, let me not put it on ladies alone. I've seen people being desperate because it's from both gender.
Yes,
they are
of course.
desperate to do whatever they have to do just to be attached to somebody, just to stay with somebody.
Yes.
They will,
a lady
they will
might
do.
not love you. That's what I was saying. A lady might not love you, but she will decide to settle with you because of what she's getting from you.
One,
Because of what she's getting from you. So, okay, I think we have a call. Hello, Melody.
Melody from Madam Our State.
Yeah.
Melody, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, sir.
Okay. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, can you give us your opinion on our topic today?
Yes, I saw it the public as if a girl donated picnic to his boyfriend.
Yeah.
And as if he's not in love with her again. And I want to say something. I think when they do the transplanting of the kidney, the guy is aware that the lady that is giving him the kidney. And he accepted.
Yes.
Why are you shaking your head, Comfort? He didn't, there's no,
be,
there is nowhere where it was written that the guy is aware that the guy is giving him kidney. Oh.
He was aware, he accepted.
He's not aware.
He might not be aware, that's what I'm saying. Just the way you're thinking is aware. Yeah.
But he knows someone give him kidney.
Now. It might be God directing somebody to come and help him.
I think that guy is ungrateful.
Okay.
He's ungrateful. For him to say he does not want the lady again, he should return back the kidney, please.
So, Melody, should he stay in the relationship now that he's saying he does not love her because of guilt? Should he remain in the relationship?
You should do what, Madam?
Should he stay in the relationship because he's feeling guilty now that she gave him kidney? He's saying he does not love her anymore. What should he
No, he should try and pray also. And love her and stay in the relationship.
But you can't force love.
Why is everybody channeling this into prayer?
You can't force love.
I know we can't force love, but if he knows he cannot stay on it again, he should return back the kidney. I think that's important.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you.
Comfort. somebody that was dying needed a kidney. Now this man just called and said he should return the kidney. Is there anywhere he wrote to ask that this girl should give him kidney?
Okay, somebody here says the guy is being sincere. It takes two to make a relationship work,
And if by chance one party say no, it can't work, and even if they marry, the lady will be miserable. Only God can keep his promise till the end. What this person is trying to say now is that even if the guy has promised you marriage before you donated that kidney,
now that he doesn't love
just
you,
like she said,
it goes ahead.
humans change.
They are prone to
You understand? So they are like my father-in-law said, they are beans you can use to do akara, you do moi moi.
And that's why as a lady or as humans, you should have shock absorber, because anything can happen.
You don't trust people
Anything can happen.
wholeheartedly.
Anything
Okay.
can happen.
But you
Anything
see,
can happen.
the thing is this. Yes, I'm also going to fault this guy in some areas.
Which guy? The guy that collected the
guy
sacrifice?
That went to collect somebody's kidney.
He didn't go and
That
collect
he
somebody's
knows-
kidney.
That he knows he does not love. He collected the kidney. Now that kidney is there. In fact, he has mind. That kidney is there. Now he said that he doesn't love.
You are still
But
pushing him
wait.
in the side of pity, comfort.
No, but that's what I want to say. But now
Okay.
the deed has been done. You understand? Even if I feel like the guy was wrong in some areas, yeah, he shouldn't continue with the relationship. I don't think he should continue with the relationship, because I would not support any relationship to be sustained
Is it?
on the ground of pity, guilt, or fear, because it never ends well. It will not survive the test of time. Like that person said, the lady would be miserable. Even if the lady is not miserable, the guy will be miserable, because it will be you hurting yourself on the ground of not wanting to hurt somebody else.
So comfort
How
to
would there be happiness in
comfort.
such a
Hold
such
on,
a
no.
union?
We're not even looking at this part of they should pray,
Okay.
because before somebody will say they should pray, it's like he's saying
It might be an attack.
don't no. Apart from
Okay, we
that,
have a caller.
Ebere
Ebere.
from Lagos. Hello, Ebere. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. You're welcome to
Good evening.
Celebration TV. This is Youth and Lifestyle. What's your opinion on today's topic?
My opinion today is that last person that spoke say maybe you can return the kidney.
Yeah,
Hello.
I can hear you, man.
Program said maybe the man did not know that they want to give him a kidney. First and foremost,
Yeah.
We can hear you, Ebere.
yes, I'm here. I'm talking. Say,
Okay. Right now we can't hear you.
man that is in that program saying that maybe he don't know that the girl is going to give him kidney. He is
Okay.
just diverting the matter. They will check kidney. If he didn't tally, they will not give the man.
Yes.
So for the man to say that he don't know that that girl is giving him kidney is a lie. And I
Okay.
don't want the man that is in that program to turn things upside down. This is a serious matter. It's pertaining life. You
Okay.
understand?
Yeah.
Just say the truth. If that girl is your sister, you are saying that maybe the passerby gave him kidney. Are they picking kidney in the dustbin? They will
No.
check. If your kidney did not tally, they will not give you. They must check
Okay.
it. They will tell you. And they or something. It's not, they prolong. They check it. They tell them. They give them date before the operation.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand? I don't like it. I don't
Okay,
like
let's-
Hold
what
on.
the
Look
man
at
says.
this now.
He
I
said he
want
don't
to
know
ask
whether it's
Ebere a
passerby can
question.
give him kidney. No, it's not a joking matter. We are learning from these
Okay.
things. So
Exactly.
we
I
cannot
know.
take it
Ebere,
as
can
a
you
joke.
hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
We
Ebere
know,
is angry,
we
oh.
know, we know it's not a joking matter. But the part we are looking at it from is this. Why would you donate a kidney on just for a mere promise?
Okay.
And then we have actually strayed and looked at the part where she said you don't trust people
Yes.
wholeheartedly.
Anything can happen.
And that's the part we are looking at. And then
I
we're also looking
know.
at
I
exactly.
understood everything.
No, I only said
But why my annoyance lies is that he says that maybe the man doesn't know that it's that girl that wants to donate kidney to him.
Okay.
No, I
That's
actually
why I
said
pick up my
that.
phone to
No,
call. Let him take it
Ebere,
serious.
I
Yeah,
actually
I'm
said that
listening.
because the caller said, why did he not reject the kidney when he knew it was coming from the girl? Do you understand?
Yeah.
He said that's why I told him that he might not actually know that their kidney is coming from the girl. And then if he now knew that it was coming from the girl, all right, it was a death and life issue. He wouldn't have started
Yes.
rejecting the kidney because it's coming from the girl.
When he doesn't love her, and he knows that he's going to break up with her after the operation.
The girl did not give him the
Might not
kidney
have known
in the
he would
place
break up
of
with
I
her
want to
after
get
the
married to
operation.
you.
Yes.
Are you not getting
I
what I'm saying?
understood everything. But
Exactly.
why my annoyance lies is that he said that maybe the man doesn't know who wants to give him kidney.
Okay, you are
They
saying
are
the
not
man
taking
must
kidney on the
have
dustbin.
known who
Yes.
gave him the kidney.
Yeah.
They
Okay,
take the
okay.
kidney.
I get your point now.
They cannot operate anybody and remove the person's kidney and give somebody. They must test whether the kidney will stand.
Yes.
I'm not a medical doctor, but I had stories.
Okay, Ebere.
So when they test the girlfriend and the Talis, he knows that he's Talis. And he enter theater. They did not take him to that theater dead. He went to theater with the same girl. So if we are saying something, let us say something. In case if it's our daughter, if it's our sister, if it's our wife, it's our relation, loved ones. We cannot turn serious things as if to say we are playing.
Yeah.
That man is
Ebere,
a heartless man. No matter
Ebere, do
what
you
that
even
girl did
think-
to him. But if I were the girl, I will leave everything to God. I will pass everything to God and leave him with the God.
Okay.
I will not say anything. I will not even contribute. I will not talk to the man. I will just leave everything for God.
Okay,
Ebere,
Barry,
I have
we
a
want to ask
question.
you one more question before you
I
go.
have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think it is advised to take life-threatening sacrifices for your partner in a relationship?
That one is by choice. So.
Would you advise it?
I don't have any advice. It's by choice.
Okay, let's say if you knew that lady in question, would
Yes.
you have advised her to sacrifice her kidney?
Exactly.
No. I will not advise her.
Okay.
But since it have happened, let her leave everything for God and leave the man. Let the man be. Let the man be. Yes. She cannot
Okay.
do anything. Allow the man to live his life and go
Exactly.
on.
She
God
can't
will
do
compensate
anything.
you in one way or the other.
True.
Thank you so much, Ebere.
Okay, dear. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, that's what these are
Wow.
very big.
Ebere came after me. Oh. Comfort.
No, of course, like she said, no matter how jovially, you understand, we've been addressing this whole issue, you know, it's a very serious issue.
Yeah.
For somebody
agree with
to
you.
donate their kidney, no. I even like
It
what
shows
she
the
said.
depth of love. The depth. The
I even
depth
like what
of
she
love.
said. I don't think for any reason that girl should have done that. Even if that boy had promised to marry you, that I'm going to marry, even if they fix dates, even if they fix wedding dates, I don't think she had any reason to sacrifice her kidney.
But have you
No,
ever
now.
looked at it from this part? Now, if you love somebody so much,
What do you mean so much?
okay, if you care about somebody,
Okay.
you will go through your way in all means just to protect them.
Okay.
So it could be that this girl did what she did to protect the guy.
The guy that she's going to marry in the future.
Their relationship, maybe she wasn't thinking at that point, but their relationship has grown to a point whereby she's so attached to him. And then seeing him going through this life,
And then knowing that she can actually help him at all.
she can help. It's just like when you see somebody drowning in water and you care about that person so much and you know that you can save the person. You know, when it comes to saving somebody,
Even
in water,
if
it's a 50-50
that will
Even
get
at the
you drown,
detriment of maybe
even
you're
if
saving the
that will
person
get you
and you end up
drown,
drowning.
Anyway, see, this area that Musa is going to is a very serious area, and we are going to come back to it. But right now, we need to take a short break, but go nowhere. It's still youth and lifestyle, and we are still digging deep into today's case study. So, we'll be right back. Just keep watching.
1 minute, we have all the time, and the next minute, there's little or no time left. So what better time to act if not now? If we aim to shape a better future, then we must begin today. Welcome to Youth and Lifestyle.
Welcome back. If you have been watching, you would know that this is Youth and Lifestyle. And of course, our topic of discourse for today has been a very strong one that has seen rather different point of views, different angles to addressing the situation, which has to do with sincere or ungrateful. And of course, I'm sure you saw our case study. It's a very tight situation. And like I said, we've seen different takes on it. But right now, we cannot really stress further on it because of time. So we would be leaving you with our last words quickly. Most are sincere or ungrateful. We've seen the case study for today. What are your last words? What is your advice on this particular issue? To the girl, to the boy.
To the girl. Okay, let me start with the guy first. I feel that the reason why he took that decision is because he's still recovering. You know, when people come out of operation, they are subjected to change. They tend to change in character, change in their body system. A lot of things get them irritated. So, you don't make such decisions suddenly. It could also be that there are certain things the girl is doing that she used to do before, that his eyes were closed, that he didn't see it. But he's beginning to see it and he's getting irritated. So he should take out time to review his decision, weigh them, and then if there is something that the girl is doing that gets him irritated, that is uncomfortable with, probably her talking manners, or he can call her and sit with her and talk with her and still give himself time to heal from his inner wounds. Yeah, like the operation. And then for the lady, like I always say, shock absorber is something that everybody should have, because we really don't know. Anything can happen at any time. So she should take it as a fate and should not force herself on him, because you can't force love. I think that's for the girl.
Okay. Nnamdi, controversial man.
I know. Yes, hell bread.
Anyway, I want to talk to the guy first.
Okay.
Because you are with your partner, and your partner is with you because you people chose each other. So why unchoose the person that you once have chosen and then you once have loved? You understand what I'm saying now? And then it's not just based on that love you had before. Sacrifices have now been made on the verge of what you people shared, or what you people were sharing when that thing happened. So I don't know, just like she said, maybe you are seeing a shock. Then you have to think about it later and then know what you are actually going to do, considering the feelings. And at the same time, if somebody falls out of love with somebody, it's something that should actually be looked into. And then, if possible, they should all just move their separate ways. And then the girl leaves the whole thing for God. You understand? Yeah. But my advice for the youth out there is what I've been saying since you've been on this set is, don't give things that are tangible for just mere promises. Don't give tangible things for just mere promises. It is very, 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 very risky to do that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mosan. Thank you, Nnamdi.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Well, like you've heard, they've cited their own opinion and they've given their last words. But I will say this. First, to the guy. Whether you choose to accept it or not, whether you identify it or not, you have caused so much hurt and pain to someone. I think you should know that first. And then that people do not just suddenly grow out of love. Situations may result to that. And then if you're saying you no longer love her, then it means that truly you never loved her from the start. So why build a relationship you knew had no love? Why lead somebody on when you knew there was no love? And then to the lady, yes, I'm telling you, in fact, you should go to church and do Thanksgiving, give a testimony, praise the Lord, because you, in some way, you are being rescued from something that would have been very detrimental to you. Now, he said he doesn't love you anymore. It's fine. Of course, you do your work in the place of prayer. Pray to God. God sees everything. He hears everything. If it's the will of God and if it is actually a spiritual attack, then yeah, we believe and we trust God to let his will be done, to do what only he can do. But if it is actually not a spiritual attack, it is something that this guy has been playing you and now he's just coming out to say he doesn't love you no more. Like Mosan has said, accept it as your fate. In fact, there's something better waiting for you in front. And then finally, I will say, do not, never for any reason, build any relationship, be it just dating, courting, or marriage, based on pity, guilt, or fear. If it's not working, even if it's a hard decision to make, if it's not working, then it's not working. Free yourself and free your partner. So these are my last words for you. Like, we would have loved, of course, to go further on this topic because it's a very wide one and it's a very sensitive one. But yeah, we are far behind time. So this would be us saying goodbye for now. So do not forget, it's Youth and Lifestyle. We'll be here next week, Sunday, the same time, the same station. And we're looking forward to also have you join us again. So have a wonderful and blessed Sunday.
1 minute, we have all the time, and the next minute, there's little or no time left. So what better time to act if not now? If we aim to shape a better future, then we must begin today. Welcome to Youth and Lifestyle. One minute, we have all